Yeah, what's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and yes, it is what a week it was Wednesday, and yes, we had a full week, a full slate of stuff that happened, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. First of all, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, the Rock With Me Nation. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us this evening. We're gonna have some fun. We talking comic books. We talking superheroes. We talking movies, and yes, we talking college football. Why? Because all of it is near and dear to my heart. It is. It really, really is. And I'm assuming that if you rocking with me this evening, it's near and dear to your heart too. So before we begin, like, share, subscribe. Y'all already know how we get down. If you know we grow, and sharing is caring. And yes, constructive comments, constructive criticism, however you want to label it, does help. So let's get right into it. Before we begin though, first and foremost, I got to shout out Stetson Bennett, who won the Peyton Manning Award. That award goes to the best quarterback in college football. Contrary to popular belief, it is not the Heisman Trophy. You can win both, but the Peyton Manning Award goes to the best quarterback. So shout out to Stetson Bennett for doing that. Go ahead and get that on out the way. George Bulldog. Let me make sure I get these comments. I see I got somebody rocking with me and everything like that. There we go. Had to get back in this thing. First and foremost, what else? I want to go ahead and get this on out the way too. How many LeBron James fans that's a member of the Rock With Me Nation? Whether you consider Michael Jordan the greatest, or LeBron James the greatest, Kobe Bryant the greatest, Wilt Chamberlain the greatest, let's talk about. And y'all be like, Theo, how did you go from LeBron James to the Dallas Cowboys? It's Skip Bayless. It's Skip Bayless. I was talking to my lovely wife the other night, and I was like, you know what? Maybe if Skip Bayless talked about his Dallas Cowboys as much as he likes to talk negatively about LeBron James, maybe they would do something. Because last time I checked, I could be wrong. The last time the Dallas Cowboys won the Super Bowl, Barry Switzer was their head coach. And let's just go ahead and keep it above. LeBron James as a player has been to more championship games than Jerry Jones has as an owner, and he's won more. So Skip, maybe your hubris in regards to LeBron James can't seem to do anything right should be reserved for your Dallas Cowboys, whom you seem to feel cannot do anything wrong. Shannon, going forward, you need to start with that and end with that. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. That out the way. We're going to come back and talk a little football later on. But Angela Bassett is in the running for an Oscar for her portrayal of Queen Mother Ramonda. I'm not even finna lie. It is well deserved. If you rocking with me like I'm rocking with you, like you rocking with me, like I'm rocking with you, like you rocking with you, like I'm rocking with me. You knew when the trailer dropped. I said, "Oh yeah, sister girl, she going for an Oscar." I said, "Yeah. She going for an Oscar." So I'm able to say then, when the trailer dropped, feeling like how I feel about the movie, I can still acknowledge. No, Tim, you ain't late, big dog. You know, you listen. We always on time here. All you missed was me congratulating. If you did miss something, it was me congratulating Stetson Bennett on winning the Peyton Manning Award, and me roasting Skip Bayless for how much he has to say about LeBron James and his feelings. He need to keep that same energy for his Dallas Cowboys because he looks sick as a dog on Monday. Other than that, we moving right on forward. Angela Bassett, did y'all know Angela Bassett was 65 years old? 65 don't look like it used to. It don't. But hell, I'm finna turn 55, and I don't think I look like I used to. I don't think 55 look like it used to. Yeah. Hey, man, listen, I'm happy with the Bulldogs winning, but it's one of them reserve happiness type things because I see, and I call them Bulldog fanatics. I don't call them Bulldog fans. I see a lot of Grand Madam. What's going on, Grand Madam? I appreciated that last week. Thank you so much for that. Actually, I appreciate the whole Rock With Me Nation last week for rocking with me because y'all gave me that energy. Last Wednesday was horrific. Boy, look him. But yeah, so Angela Bassett nominated for an Oscar for her portrayal of Queen Mother Ramunda. Like I said, she's 65, Queen. You boy, look, listen. Uh, to you sisters, you ladies out there, women, if you find yourself looking worse than Angela Bassett and she's 65 and you have her age, watch this, fellas. I'm finna be 55. If you look worse than me and you have your age, you need to get it together. But shout out to the Queen, Angela Bassett, for being what's going on, Neville. Shout out to the Queen, Mother Angela Bassett, for being nominated for an Oscar. It's ironic in and of itself because the movie was. Y'all like Theo? It wasn't. It wasn't. They didn't feel like that movie was worthy of an Academy Award. I can say how I feel about some of the other movies that they have failed to nominate in the past, Straight Outta Compton, Selma, things of that nature. But I don't think it's the same thing here. I really don't. So I'm gonna keep that right there. We're gonna keep it moving right along. Speaking of cast members from Black Panther to Wakanda Forever, Tanaka Werta has made the news. He spoke out on colorism in Hollywood. And what I do is I'll make sure I leave the links and everything like that in the comment section after the video post, because good God Almighty Jesus. But I did see where I could see the comments from when the video was live and everything like that. But Tanaka Werta is speaking out on colorism in Hollywood. Amazing. He feels like that, dark-skinned Latinos, they don't get the roles that light-skinned Latinos get. Light-skinned Latinos can often be cast as white people, while their dark-skinned brethren would be cast as drug dealers, gun runners, pimps, and things like that. His words, I'm paraphrasing, but his words, not mine. And I'm like, I'll be damned. Well, where have I heard that before? Oh, I know. Recast T'Challa. Hell, Be Real with D-Real. Hell, Chillmonger. Hell, Back of the Bus. Hell, K-Dot. Hell, Chillmonger. What? But when we say it, and because we say it, we said it. We said it, right? We said it. We chopped it up. We said it. When we say it, we get called all types of names and everything like that. People act like we crazy when we say it up. It's crazy because we said that Namor should have been portrayed by a Caucasian person. Hell, I heard somebody say an Asian person, but being portrayed as a Latino, see, this is when I be talking about how you got to be consistent. You got to be consistent, right? See, if you're going to fight for right, it can't be conveniently. And see, Tanaka Werta is being awfully damn convenient because, see, the character that he portrayed wasn't a Latino character. So you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't speak out on colorism, racism, mischaracterization in Hollywood, and you benefit from it your damn self. Because he ain't Namor. He not. That ain't what that is. He not. So we're gonna keep it right there. We're gonna keep these comments and everything like that. We're gonna keep it flowing. So yeah, I thought that was very, 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 very interesting idea. So I want to talk logic versus emotion. There was a young man that shout out to Planet Fanatics and everything like that for putting us up on game. Want to just start a whole big to do about nothing in regards to recast T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, and his place. And good God Almighty Jesus, y'all remind me to get back to the video that I saw in regards to Derek Boseman speaking about his brother, him seeing the movie and how it made him feel, and recasting the character. This young man went above and beyond to talk crazy. And when I say went above and beyond to talk crazy, he went above and beyond to talk crazy on Twitter, wrongfully so, erroneously so, ignorantly so, stupidly so. Pick one. In regards to the character of T'Challa, the actor Chadwick Boseman, and whether or not the character should be recast. His mindset, T'Challa was no one before Chadwick Boseman played him. He might not have been real, but he was definitely a fictional character before Chadwick Boseman was even born. So you have people that come out like that, and they're in their feelings. I don't debate on feelings. You can ask my wife. I dismiss feelings quick as I don't know what when it comes to the debate, because your feelings can be wrong. We speak in logic. What's going on, Big Sam? What's going on? We speak in logic. Well, logically speaking, here's what we know. And everybody knows this. And as I told a young man on Twitter, you're either blissfully ignorant or willfully stupid. I'm probably going to call him willfully stupid, considering he's a black man saying that a black man can't replace a black man. Sound like a racist man. Sound like Uncle Ruckus is what it sounds like. So let's look at it like this. Segue, because I can do this. Derek Boseman on YouTube video, and I'll make sure I put the link in the comment section, everything like that. Brilliant interview by the gentlemen and everything like that. Said that he's seen, as far as the movie goes, he said Ryan Coogler was a genius. He said the movie stirred emotions. I'm paraphrasing here. He went to go see it 3 times. The first time was out when he went to see the premiere. And I think another time was in DC. And I think another time was a fraternity asked him to be there. And he said he cried all 3 times. I could imagine. One of the young men that was interviewing him said that the movie seemed more like a tribute to Chadwick per se than a movie about T'Challa. Yeah, that movie had nothing to do with T'Challa. It didn't. I'm so glad everybody else seen it. I know this may be a little off topic, but how does fake T'Challa Jr. get his power to manipulate lightning if they're young Avengers? We're going to come back on that one. Rock with me, Nation, make some noise. Come on, your kid in the building. We going to come back with that, Big Tim. We're going to come back to that, because I have my, and those are feelings. They could be illogical, but those are my feelings. So I'm going to come back and address my feelings later on. But as Derek alluded to, he mentioned Christopher Reeve. Now, see, if you are going to be an anti-recaster and you're going to use this video, not my video, but that video saying that the movie was good, make sure you use that video to substantiate the fact that Derek said the character should be recast, that the character is bigger than one person, that Chadwick isn't T'Challa and T'Challa isn't Chadwick. Make sure you say that this character actually inspired his great nephew by marriage, who now wants to be a scientist. Make sure you put all of that in there. Make sure you put in there that Derek said the character should be recast. Make sure when you show that video, and you don't cut it, do what I did, watch the whole daggone thing, listen to the whole daggone thing, listen to Derek speak about his brother, whom he said had possessed wisdom and patience, and those are qualities that would have made him a great father should he been fortunate enough to have a son. So that video is out there. I'll make sure I put the link in the comment section. It is a good video and everything like that. The fact that he's able to speak on Christopher Reeve, saying that when Christopher Reeve passed, they didn't kill off the character, it says a lot in and of itself. So why do I bring that up? I can feel how I want to feel about the movie. That's my opinion, and I'm quite sure there are a few of us that have our own personal opinions. They might be similar, but we have our opinions about the movie. Right? Don't cherry pick his words. Right? Don't cherry pick him. Put all his words out there. Put it all out there. So I'm gonna say this, and I think this is the responsible thing to do. If the family likes the movie, that's their right to like the movie, just like it's our right not to like the movie. But everybody has been consistent in what they've said about the character. The character needs to be recast. Now, if you're a anti-recaster, you take from that what you will. But the brother whom said that he liked the movie, just like anti-recaster said they liked the movie, said that his brother wasn't that type of person. The character needs to be recast. So we're gonna keep that. Y'all make sure y'all check that out and everything like that. Like I said, I'll put the comments in the comment section. Make sure y'all can go check that out from there. It's crazy because what led to it, me actually looking at that video, was the guy on Twitter. We were having a conversation about Brian O'Connor. Brian O'Connor equals T'Challa. And when I say that, it's not a matter of being less than or greater than. The closest example that we have, the best example that we have of a cast and crew dealing with death is Paul Walker. People don't want to look at that. People don't want to break that down because then that doesn't fit their narrative. No, it's exactly it. If we're going to sit up here and say the cast and crew were dealing with the passing of an actor, okay, while filming, okay, then the Fast and Furious cast and crew were dealing with tragedy, the passing of a friend while they were in the midst of filming. You just don't like that narrative because that narrative defeats everything that you want to say as an anti-recaster, which is the cast and crew were at the house. As Ashura pointed out, some of them were even making other movies. The cast and crew from Fast and the Furious were filming. They were filming. Paul Walker died while they were filming. They had a funeral while they were filming. It wasn't where someone died before a movie was being shot. No, that's not what happened. Someone died while a movie was being filmed. That's what that was. Movie hadn't even been wrapped up. They haven't put anything, they hadn't started editing anything like that. No, they were still shooting. See, there's a difference between an actor passing while you're still shooting and an actor passing before you've even opened up the film can. See, that's what happened here. And they allude to that. Low key, they allude to that. I'm not going to say that that's what they were trying to do, but as one of the gentlemen pointed out, this was a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. It had nothing to do with T'Challa. Me personally, my tribute to Chadwick Boseman is still a movie biopic. The fact that nobody from the anti-recast camp talks like that, the fact that no one from the House of Mouse talks like that means to me exactly what it is. You capitalize, and not only did you capitalize off the actor, to me, in my humble opinion, people can feel free to disagree with it if they want to, you capitalize off the character. Because why did T'Challa need to show up in a toy line for this particular movie? Why did any male Black Panther need to show up in this particular toy line for this movie? What for? There was no male Black Panther on duty. There wasn't. So we're gonna keep that going along because in essence, I spoke on that to say this. Because Sam, I want to make sure I got this right. He was Big Sam was like, in regards to Tim Madison, I'm sorry. Big Tim was like, I know this may be a little off topic, but how does fake T'Challa Jr. get his power to manipulate lightning if they're the Young Avengers? What I would say to you is this, Big Tim, kind of like how I've been chopping it up with Big Sam on Messenger. Marvel hears us. The fact that Cat Williams went out there and everything like that and spoke on the cat, you owe the Rock With Me Nation and you owe the Recast Nation some money. We need our change. If nothing else, we need tickets to your show. Because if I didn't know any better, I swear. If I didn't know any better, as Mr. Smith say, I swear somebody been sending you videos. But it's not, and this could be me, maybe it's just hopeful, wishful thinking. The sentiments from the cast and crew don't sound as affirmative. They don't sound as stern. They don't seem as sure as they used to. Maybe this all started when Winston Duke was like, the character is canon, so the character is going to be recast. At that moment in time when he said that, it kind of emptied the whole killing off the character. People are talking about, and quite a few people are saying, hey, multiverse, quantum mania, variant, T'Challa, and everything like that. Well, go back to it. If there's never going to be, because these aren't my words, and this is why you have to be careful, and that's why Kevin Feige need to back away from it. He low-key kind of did in his interviews and everything like that. But it's a reason why you don't take the stance that he did. You can't own that stance. You can't own the stance that you're never going to recast T'Challa, which makes the reason why you killed him off initially empty. It was an empty tribute. When you know this character is going to come back, Winston Duke said that, it means absolutely nothing. So my question is, Big Tim, is that my response to your question is, as long as we continue to educate, because see, I believe what Marvel got into, and I'm gonna come touch on what Kevin Feige said in regards to superhero fatigue. They got cocky. You release heroes that are known products, Captain America, Tony Stark, Thor. You got to be on point with these characters because these characters are steeped in tradition. So there's only too much variation you can do. But they got greedy. Shang-Chi, the Eternals, what they did with T'Challa, his whole story and everything like that. See, it's the reason why they said we hire people that aren't comic book fans. Because if they hire you and you're not a comic book fan, they can give you direction. And if you don't know any better, you ignorant enough to take it. You can't do that anymore with T'Challa. I can't speak for what was going on prior to the Rock With Me Nation, prior to us as YouTubers, content creators, linking up, coming together on Twitter and everything. I can't tell you what the fan base for Black Panther, T'Challa was like then. But what I can tell you is that fan base is active. That fan base is knowledgeable. That fan base shares content. So the more knowledge that's shared, the more people that get educated. And the more people get educated, the less you're able to pull the wool over their eyes later on. So long story short, we keep being active. We keep being vocal. We keep being knowledgeable. We won't have to worry about a TJ because they'll be like, they're not going to go for that. They're not going to go for that. And see, we need to know that there's stuff going on at Disney that maybe if you were in the finances, maybe you were playing the stocks, you would know that what was going on. But it's financial issues going over there at Disney. People can talk how they want to. The movie's not doing like they used to. Segue to Kevin Feige. He had a conversation with I want to say Variety, and they were talking about superhero fatigue. He says there's no such thing as superhero fatigue. And he points to other genre of movies. Well, when was the last time we saw a good Western? I know what we say about John Wick and gun fu. But when was the last time you saw a good martial arts movie? Wait a minute. Okay. What about after Batman and Robin with George Clooney? Who wanted to go see any more superhero movies after that? I'll wait. What do we always say? The Blade movies saved the superhero genre. Everybody says that because everybody knows that. That's what got people back into superhero movies. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter the genre of the movie. People get tired of bad movies. And what people have been saying with their money, we can say what we want to. People can say they like Love and Thunder. Okay, well, the actor didn't like the director. And that's not me making that up. Quite a few fans of Thor said, hey, we tired of the joking, we tired of the kiki haha and everything like that. Bring us back Thor Odin's son. And they let it be known. Okay, all you got to do is Google what's going on with Disney Plus right now. The numbers not looking right. They not. Why you think Disney felt the need, because Disney does own Marvel, why you think Disney felt the need to see about releasing Wakanda Forever over in China? Considering China really don't care that much for people that look like me. Right? Right. Because the first Black Panther movie, they weren't impressed. They weren't. So you're going to release that movie with that? just to try and get some money. Why are you trying to get money for a movie that you said, Angela Bassett, was going to be bigger and better than the first one? Because it's not. As a matter of fact, Strange Tales wasn't a good movie either. Thor Love and Thunder, while it generated a lot of numbers, it wasn't a good movie. It wasn't. And so when you got all this going on and everything like that, and you got Kevin Feige acting like people can't get tired of superhero movies, I don't want to say that people get tired of superhero movies. I will say people get tired of bad movies. And right now, you got to knock this out of the park with, which is crazy because Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever was supposed to be the saving grace for Marvel. Now, the saving grace, which is crazy because if I'm not mistaken, we're in a whole nother quarter, for Marvel has to be Ant-Man and the Wasp into the Quantumania. So that's, hey, you like it, I love it. You like it, I love it. I want to talk something else though. I want to switch gears for a little bit. Y'all might not rock with me on this one. I hope you do. Because as I said, we talking football. We talk football. It's not just a comic book channel. This channel didn't start off. That wasn't my intent for it to be a comic book Black Panther channel. Speaking of, by the way, we will be reviewing issues, the remainder of issue 4, 5, 6, and 7. John Ridley on Friday. Y'all make sure y'all check me out on that. We're gonna be doing that at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I wanted to talk about something though. Marcus Stokes. We're switching gears. We're going to college football, specifically SEC football, specifically Florida Gator football, or Albany State football. Marcus Stokes, young man, had a scholarship to go play for the University of Florida, was recorded. And I'm gonna say he recorded himself singing to a rap song and used the N-word. Pick a rap song. Quite a few of them got the N-word in there. And so Florida pulled his scholarship. They pulled his scholarship. They did. Albany State offered him a scholarship just recently. His father was surprised that his son received a scholarship from Albany State. Ironic, I know. Emotion versus logic. I know when I grew up in my home, let's make sure I get these comments on KL247 all over my feed. I keep seeing them having the male Black Panther with the Wakanda Forever banner. It's sick. It is. Wakanda Black trauma forever. It is all trauma, but it's one of them things where we have to sit down and break it down. Because as I said to somebody the other day, just look at all the movies that got released last year for the holiday season. I remember holiday season. We used to have a feel good movie during the holiday season. I ain't getting none of that this time. Just stayed home. No damn good well I wasn't going to the movie theater. Winston Duke felt the blowback from the recast movement. They all did. Yes, and Winston Duke needs to get it straight into his face as far as the blowback. He needs to be questioned because I'm tired of seeing him on his social media page, his Twitter page, talking about Black Lives Matter, Black representation matters. But when you have the opportunity to do something about it, you screw the pooch, as Coach Hubbard would say. I get even lost about it, telling folks to come back to the office like that's gonna make a difference. Nope, it ain't gonna make a bit of difference. Marcus Stokes, I want to make sure I stay right there. Emotion versus logic. The N-word. I've never been a fan of it. I'm gonna be honest with you. As soon as somebody says to me, we use that word to take the power out of it, that would make sense if we never got mad when somebody used that word. But we get mad when we call each other the N-word. So I don't know how that's going to work when somebody else calls the N-word. Consistency, equal energy. So from the comments that I read online in regards to Marcus and everything like that, seems like a great kid. Does. He was listening to a rap song. I get it. Raised as a child and everything like that, we get told all the time we can't say some of the things that our parents say because they're grown, damn it. We can't do some of the things that our parents can do because they're grown, damn it. And all that's true. And while I would like to tell Marcus Stokes, you can't use the N-word because you're not black, and truth be told, that would be what it is. Are we really mad at him? Are we really mad at him for using it in a song? I'm asking for a reason. Because, and I'll share a story with y'all. I'm in the Marine Corps, and I am stationed on Okinawa, Japan. Let me catch up with these notes. Thank you. I hate the use of the N-word. Howdy, fam. What's going on? That's my wife, Scott Bunny. 100% Theo. I haven't used that word in years. What's going on, Scott? Yes. So I want to share a story with y'all. I'm in Okinawa, Japan, and I'm stationed there. And me and the Lance Corporal, no, it's Corporal, fellow Corporal, we go to the supply office, and it's not the supply. We had to go to another base. We were stationed on Camp Foster. I think we had to go to Camp Kinser. We were stationed on Camp Foster. We had to go to Camp Kinser to get some supplies for our office. And we split up. And I was talking to another Marine, and he was talking to another Marine, chopping it up. And it was time to go. We had to get back to base and everything like that. And he must have called my name like 2-3 times. And as my wife can tell you, once I get to running my mouth, hell, y'all know it here. It's hard for me to hear. He's like, Corporal Butler. He said, yo, Corporal Butler, we gotta go. He said, yo, my nigga, we gotta go. I heard it. I heard him when he said it. I heard him. Now, the first emotion is now, mind you, he sounded like a straight up brother when he said, yo, like the tone was there, the rhythm was there, the cadence was there. Yo, my nigga, we gotta go. That's what he said. I had to process it. I was like, that's like, oh, he didn't say it that way, because he didn't use the ER, he used the A. He said, yo, my nigga. he didn't use the hard ER sound. He used the A, and he used it properly. He didn't use it disrespectfully. He did not. I said, I'm coming. Now, I should have had the answer to that, but I should have answered when he was calling Corporal Butler. But I didn't get mad. And I want to say that he's probably the only Caucasian person that I know, my experience towards me, and meant it the way that we say we want it used if we're not going to get upset. But I've had Caucasian people use it in the wrong way. My question is this. If we don't like it, if it's enough to get somebody scholarship pool, why are we still using it? I'm checking for the comments on this one. I'm checking for the comments. Be real with D-Real. Y'all make sure y'all check us out tomorrow. We do have a co-live going on tomorrow and everything like that. My man Be Real with D-Real, we're gonna knock that out. What's going on, Miss Keita? What's going on? So that's my question. Because we said this word is supposed to not have any meaning, any power. But I know I didn't see it on social media. Quite a few people get knocked out for using the word. I know if a brother looks at another brother and he got that unit on his face and he say, yo, nigga, what's up? I don't think the brother that he's saying it to is going to be like, he didn't mean any offense. No, you're going to be like, no, you know he about that. He trying to, he want to smoke. What you finna do? He means the word nigga the same way a racist does. It's an insult. It's not a form of it's not a pleasantry. It's not a form, it's not a term of endearment at that point in time. No, when he say, yo, what's up? It's an insult. Matter of fact, I'll be honest with you. If somebody say, man, you're a wild nigga, you know what they just told you? Because they could have just said, man, you wild. They could have just said you was wild. No, they took it another level. You a wild nigga. Do you know how wild you have to be a wild nigga? Even when they say you're a smart nigga, because they could have just said you were smart. But the fact that they have to say that you're a smart nigga means for you to be a nigga, it's exceptional that you're smart. These are the things that we say to each other on a daily basis, and we think they compliments when no, actually they backhanded insults. So my question again is, should he have had his scholarship pulled? I don't think so. None of the white friends I knew ever use that word. I don't get offended if another black person uses it, but I rarely say it in conversations nowadays. Facts. Absolutely skip that. I only know how one way to be. Just be transparent. See through me. Thank you for posting this question. Theo, though we know the answer is good for us to say it out loud because we don't have a good reason. We really, really don't. Grand Madam says, hey, D-Real. Big Tim says, I've actually tried to get some of my Caucasian friends to call me the N-word with the A, with the A, and I had to put it in. Here's the thing, Tim. You can be like that all you want to, which is fine. I totally don't have a problem with it. The thing is, they know that if they say it and you're not around, it's not going to go right. Too much. I'm just asking the question. We should stop using it, Sam J, because it gives others permission to use it. The word has too much history and it's negative. Sam, let me piggyback that. I don't know if y'all remember James Jackson. He's the first black quarterback for the University of Georgia. James and I went to the same high school. He graduated 2 years before I did. He was a senior on our state championship football team in 1983. And growing up as a kid, as a child, stayed in Camilla for a little bit, went to Atlanta for a little bit, 1st through 4th grade in Atlanta, moved to New York, 5th through half of 8th, 3/4 of the 8th grade in New York, had friends from different backgrounds, different ethnicities. My two best friends were Edwin Mendez and Jose Arroyo. I never heard nor used the word nigga until I moved to Camilla, Georgia. And the first person to call me a nigga wasn't white. Wasn't. Was not. The first person that used it as an insult was not white. Everybody that used it first, used it as an insult, was black. So nature versus nurture. I was raised in a home, my grandparents and everything like that. My grandparents didn't talk like that. So I'm trying to be the cool kid. Camilla has this softball league every summer, beautiful softball league. The kids get together, it's organized softball and everything like that. They divvy it up amongst age groups and everything like that. And I was playing on this team, a little bit younger than what James Jackson played on. He played on this team called the Elites. There was nothing elite about my softball level back then. James was talking, and one day we were at softball practice, and instead of softball practice, we was in the dugout running our mouths. Like, I like to talk. Somebody said that's my superpower. And he said, man, don't y'all need to be working on y'all game? True, he was right. We needed to be working on our game. I said, oh, shut up, nigga. I don't know what I was thinking. First of all, I was in the 10th grade. He a whole behind senior. I just let it roll off the tip of my tongue. I heard it enough by then, so, you know. And James Jackson said to me, don't you ever call me a nigga. I'm circling back around to you, Big Sam. He said, don't you ever call me a nigga. And he didn't even wait for me to say why. He said, if you call me a nigga and they hear you doing it, they'll think it's okay for them to do it. I'm not a nigga and I'm not your nigga. And you shouldn't want to be one either. James was 2-3 years older than me, but James was still my elder. And what he said then made a lot of sense. It made a lot of sense then to me. Those words were impactful to the point where I remember them to this day. So we use it. The college jumped the gun and put, listen, as a Georgia fan, I'm glad they yanked this scholarship. No, let me stop. No, as a Georgia fan, I could care less if they yanked this scholarship or not. But just as a person, as you stated, Grand Madam, I think they jumped the gun. Because How many times does an official hear the N-word during a game? A player from the ASU game that Deion Sanders was coaching against when he was at Jackson State, he called the female, one of the players, walked over to the sideline and told the female, called her bitch straight to her face. So we pump faking when we want to respect one another. I got a name, 3 of them, a nickname on top of it. None of them good. None of them good. So the real one is the monsters. I don't use the word. Keita says she don't use the word. Byron Smith was good. Skippy Tosh, love that story. The word is used to self-defense. It is. It really, like, even if I say you a smart nigga, I'm just, that nigga can dance. That nigga funny as hell. We're really saying we don't expect you to be funny. Cause you a nigga. But we gotta come out here and put the extra oomph on it. That nigga funny. How about saying he funny? She funny? Where is that word coming from? As a matter of fact, while I can appreciate what Luke Skywalker, 2 Live Crew, did for the music industry when they took on and they defeated the Supreme Court justice, when it came to them being able to say whatever they wanted to say in the music, once that genie got out the bottle, when it came to the rap game, we could never put it back, because you have rappers now who can't even use sound effects, like Dougie Fresh from the Get Fresh crew, or the Fat Boys, or Biz Markie. Can't use sound effects, but using sound effects to substitute for rap lyrics, using profanity to substitute for rap lyrics. I come from a time when we had Houdini, UTFO, Run DMC, hell, the Beastie Boys. Everybody could rap. You couldn't curse. You better not. It wasn't gonna get played. So now we just say whatever we want to say, and we don't care, because we don't, the parental advisory lyrics, I don't know, because kids get to listen. They don't even make music for kids anymore. I don't want to deviate from it, but I'm gonna go back to it. Should the young man have had his scholarship pulled for singing along to a rap song? Now, mind you, watch this. That says enough in and of itself, because he wasn't listening to no Racer X. He wasn't listening to no Kiss. He wasn't listening to no Ozzy Osbourne. He was listening to us. That tells you right there. Watch this. The Bosa boy that played for San Francisco, they call himself low-key, not liking black folk. He walk around in Jordans all the damn time. You want to say you don't like us, but truth be told, you want to be us at the end of the damn day. And that's what I'm saying about the Bosa boy from San Francisco. As far as Marcus Stokes and everything like that, his scholarship shouldn't have been pulled. Shout out to Albany State College for offering that man a scholarship for being above the BS. I had one of the best old home videos, me at only 3 years old. My mom was brushing my hair and told me to get the comb. Nigga, my response, my name ain't nigga, my name is Byron. Yes, that's what it is. What's going on, Nico Bean? What's going on? Got Ice-T, School to D, and NW to thank for profanity. Yeah, I mean, once we said it was okay, it was okay. Parents just don't understand, play every day back in the day. It did. Summertime is still one of the greatest jams ever. Summertime rocks every damn summer. I don't care. Here it is, a groove that's slightly transformed. Just a bit of a break from a norm. Just a little something to break the monotony of all that hardcore dance that has gotten to be a little bit out of control. The dance is cool. Man, I'm gonna have to listen to me some Will Smith. I don't care what happened last year. Damn it, it's a new year. Don't be breaking up that old stuff. Summertime, yeah. What up, Theo? Oh man, Kung Fu Havoc, we in here chilling and everything like that. But yeah, so Marcus Stokes, go ahead and bring that on back. Go ahead and bring that young man his scholarship back. Like I said, you ain't got to give it to him. You can. You know what? Something else I want to talk about while we're here. I got y'all here. So I was asked to do this. I was like, before I come out here and speak out on this, I need, because I ain't the only person that stay in Florida, and I don't consider myself a celebrity yet. But it's celebrities, it's politicians in Florida, black politicians in Florida, black HBCUs, thus black HBCU presidents in Florida, black actors, actresses, musicians in the state of Florida. I was asked to speak out on Ron DeSantis and him wanting to outlaw CRT in schools. I need to speak on this. And the last time I said something about Ron DeSantis, I got a damn YouTube strike. And what I got a YouTube strike for was basically saying, hey man, you got your own kids, worry about your own kids. You don't need to be telling nobody what to do in regards to how they want to do their children. So I'm gonna say it like this, because I was asked, and let me make sure I get this comment, goes to show you how much we influence their children. Exactly. And Will Smith didn't bite Rakim style, and Rakim didn't write Summertime. Will said he was signing when he had to record it. That's why his voice was so low and Rakimish. Folks hate on Will for keeping it clean. Man, I like Will Smith. They can be mad all they want to. I like Will Smith. But CRT, I'm just me. Like I don't know how much influence I got, but I know it's quite a few politicians, black, that can speak out on, that need to speak out on what Ron DeSantis feels before I do. I know quite a few black celebrities in the state of Florida that should be saying something about Ron DeSantis and CRT, how he feel about it before I make my feelings known about it. I know quite a few. It's presidents at these black HBCUs because his decision affects them teaching critical race theory. But let me what year is it? I just want to ask this question. Babe, what year is it? Babe? Yes. What year is it? What year is it, babe? Huh? What year is this? 2023. My lovely wife says it's 2023. Can I ask? I just want to ask y'all a question. We're going to do some participation on this one. I'm asking y'all to rock with me, nation. Y'all rocking with me. I'm rocking with y'all. It's what a week it was Wednesday. We're going to keep the energy flowing and everything like that. What year is it? Like, y'all help me out. What year is it? What year is it? Because I'm going to be petty when I do this. What year is it? Because I get it. We don't want critical race theory being taught in the classroom because, it teaches that people might have been, some stuff might not have been. I get it. But what year is it? What is it? 2023? It's 2023. It's about to be February, right? Okay, 2023. Is today Wednesday? It's got to be Wednesday because today is what a week it was Wednesday, 2023. Right. Okay, cool. Now this, because we've been having an enlightening conversation. Been talking about stuff. We say Marcus Stokes needs to, Florida. Y'all need to get that man a scholarship back and everything like that. Is racism still alive in the continental United States of America? Brand New Funk is still Will's best. Man, stop that. You don't know nothing about no Brand New Funk. Hold on. I got you trapped on the dance floor. the same CD this summertime on. When Will hit with Trapped on the Dance Floor, oh, he ain't care. He ain't hold nothing back. Y'all Google Trapped on the Dance Floor. Y'all pull that up on YouTube. That is one of the hardest songs Will Smith came with because he said he basically, matter of fact, he came out, you saw my blinker, bitch. Like I did. Will Smith. Anyway, make sure we get these notes. Is it not 2023? Is it not Wednesday? Is it not January? Is it not the third week of January? Right? Can we honestly say that racism does not exist in the continental United States of 2023? Can we say that? No, we can't. We can't say racism doesn't exist. I know I could drive in the wrong neighborhood right now and have somebody that don't look like me call me the N-word and want to do me harm based on the pigmentation of my skin. We know that's what that is. We know people still feel that way, right? Right. We don't want to teach critical race theory in the classrooms. But what about the critical race theory so many people are still teaching in their homes to this day? Like, racism, you're not born a racist, right? You have to be taught. Well, in that critical race theory, a rose by any other name is still a rose. If you're teaching race issues in your home, you're teaching critical race theory. You just don't have anybody telling you what you can and can't teach. We have the Confederate flag still flying around in some parts of America. Why is that? In 2023, because critical race theory is being taught in homes. You have races that are 15 years of age. How is that happening? Because you have critical race theory being taught at home. See, this is the conversation that I can have with Governor Ron DeSantis right here. See, the thing is that you want to legislate what's being taught in the school system while not giving two damns about what's being taught at home. That's the problem. Now let me talk about this other thing that people said that they wanted me to get at you about in regards to what my child can and cannot do in the confines of school. Let me say it like this, because I'm not going to use the word, because last time I used it, you two had a problem with it. So I will say it like this. If I send my child to school with a mask on, I don't give a damn how uncomfortable my child feels about that mask being on. That mask better stay on all damn day. And my child better come home with that damn mask on. I don't give a damn what my child says. Just like if you send your child to school and you don't want your child to have a mask on, you don't give a damn what's said during the course of the damn day, what your child said. No one better put a mask on your child not once during the course of the entire damn day. Your child better come back home the same way your child left at home, without a damn mask on. So Governor Ron DeSantis, I say it just like this. Worry about your own damn children. Stop thinking you have it within you to tell somebody else how to raise their own damn child. You don't. And here's what's going to wind up happening to you. Because black people, black parents especially, have no problem telling anybody you can't do a damn thing when it comes to mine. That's my child. Worry about yours. You gonna wind up showing up at one of these damn press conferences. And you're going to get beside yourself. And you're going to say the wrong damn thing. And it's going to be the right damn black parent there. And they're going to tell you exactly what I said. But then you're going to get in your feelings because you're the governor of the state of Florida. And you're not going to know how to resolve the issue adult to adult. No, you're going to want to throw up the fact that you feel like somebody shouldn't be talking to you like that because of a damn title. While all the while, you've been walking around the state of Florida disrespecting titles that way too many adults worked to have, appreciate having, are honored to have, and that's parent. You don't get to influence how a parent raises a child just because you the governor. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. That was it as far as Ron DeSantis and everything like that. I really ain't having nothing in there. We gonna keep it going. So we're talking comic books. Got to protect them babies. Yes. Got to Cowley race theory taught by bigots. Yes. Race theory is being taught at the house. They just don't want it being taught at school. Grand Madam says CRT should be on the college level. Putting it in elementary school makes no sense, especially since the students have not yet been taught to work with theoretical subjects. It's a setup. I agree, Grand Madam, 100%. Black folk do need to teach their kids how to spot a racist, though. Facts. I'm with that all day. Let's talk about Rashada. The young man who signed his national letter of intent to go to Florida. Y'all remember that? Signed a national letter of intent to go to Florida. Was supposed to receive $11.1 million. Didn't get it. Did not get it. So Florida released him from his NIL. As I asked on my show, Repping the Red and everything like that, y'all make sure y'all check it out. I call it the most exciting, entertaining college football show on YouTube, Repping the Red. My question is, how did we find out that and I know because the news reported that's the obvious answer, but how did we find out that his NIL deal fell through? whatever these governors implement, no one is stopping me from getting knowledge of self. We got to teach our own. Facts, Deshaun. Facts. Facts. I wanted to ask the question because I assume some of us watch college football. I do. If y'all don't, and everything like that. But that's me right there. My question is, how did we find out? Because there's been so many football players we've known since NIL came around, right? That were supposed to go to a school. Next thing you know, they back away from the school at the last minute. Hell, Travis Hunter was supposed to go someplace. People got upset and they accused because he was offered more money. What did Nick Saban say about Jimbo Fisher? He was paying them kids last year. That's what he was saying. Okay, so DeSantis thinks he's Darth Sidious out here trying to indoctrinate these little kids. He think he's the younger version of Trump. And I to me, I'm like this. When your attitude is you can't be talked to, and this is what got me more bothered with Governor DeSantis than anything else. He was doing an interview with some kids, and he was being interviewed with some kids and everything. And the kids had some stuff on. And he told the kid, hey, you ain't got to do that if you don't want to. I probably would have got heavy-handed that day had my child been one of the ones that he was talking to. You don't tell my child what they can and can't do if they don't want to. They children. They do what their parents tell them to do. And if I send my child to school with a mask on, I don't give a damn who you are. You could be the principal. You could be the president of the United States. Tell my child it's okay to take the mask off. It's going to be me and you. I don't care. I don't care. He got his own children. Worry about your seeds. Don't worry about mine. I got mine all day. I don't need your help. But you hear that Emperor theme music when Congress is in session. But I want to make sure I stay on this. Is the reason why we found out that NIL deal fell through is because somebody didn't sign an NDA. Somebody wasn't offered an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. Because I don't believe he's the first one whose NIL fell through. I don't. I just believe he's the first one that we found out his NIL deal fell through. And it went public. And nobody denied it. That's the other thing. The worst thing is they try to put kids on equal footing as adults, and that's not how they go. Never. People be talking about, well, let's see what the kids want. When a child get a choice? We doing too much. Like I ain't trying to be funny, but my school clothes were my school clothes. That's what that was. Now I had the benefit of going with them when they went school shopping for me, but boy, you better pick something that look right. We doing too much, but the thing of it is that, as we said, we got to be there for our children. We got to teach our children and everything like that, because our children, we're the first influence in their lives and everything like that. So we have to be there for them, because the world in and of itself, you let cats like Ron DeSantis, like I said, you want to tell people what they can't teach in the school and everything like that. Like Grand Madam says, I don't believe CRT should be taught on the public school level, but I believe once they get to college, they want to study it. Who are you to tell somebody what they can and can't study once they become a college student? As kids, we had no rights until we left the house. I mean that in the best possible. Yes, no rights, none. Look, you better be here inside before the street light come on. But that NDA though. And surprisingly, that young man is taking a visit at Colorado. Can we say people need to put some respect on Deion Sanders' name? Like, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. We've been rolling right along, and we didn't cover a lot of topics. We got myself and D-Reels joint live going on tomorrow night. Put some respect on primetime Deion Sanders' name. And before I let y'all go, speaking of Deion Sanders, let me slide on over to Ed Reed. So we know what a week it was. Good God Almighty. Ed Reed, in and out as the head coach of Bethune-Cookman. Reggie Theus is the athletic director, as well as the basketball coach. Must be the money, it's turning me on. Must be the music. Oh, that's must be the music. You must be the money. That's Deion Sanders. Um, Ed Reed, what do we make of this? NFL coach, I'm gonna say NFL player, Hall of Famer. Let's go ahead and get champion, collegiate and professional. Goes to HBCU. Office wasn't clean. He put that out there. Office wasn't clean. Players were asked to pick up trash. HBCU, I think it's HBCU Today on YouTube, interviewed Reggie Theus, and Reggie Theus spoke highly of his school. Can't let the other man's lost value system raise IU. Facts. Reggie Theus spoke out on how the university made sure that the players were taken care of. I want to say during a hurricane, things of that nature. Made sure that they were good. During COVID, made sure the players were good during COVID. The track team as well raised a lot of funds. Here's what I can say. HBCUs, we understand that they don't have the resources that the other schools have. We do. We understand that. That's a fact. But my question is why? And I'm not talking about the government not taking care of the black colleges. My question is why are the black schools underfunded? And I ask that question because as I think about, yep, that's why he left for Colorado. The HBCUs didn't step up. I don't blame him for leaving. Here's the thing. Whose responsibility is it to take care of the HBCUs? Whose responsibility is it to make sure the HBCUs flourish? Dr. Dre, his child is going to USC and everything like that. And Dr. Dre, the alumni, I hear you, Greg. Dr. Dre never went to USC. His child is going to USC, but Dr. Dre never went to USC, didn't. But he donate funds to USC. Okay. Well, one of the things quite a few of the things that came out about Deion Sanders and his time at Jackson State was how he leveraged every relationship he had to get that school, the football program, where it needed to be. Under Armour, Michael Strahan, other apparel companies, clothing companies, equipment and everything like that. Leveraged every relationship he had to build up that program. Okay. That's admirable. It absolutely is. Now, let me say this. Let's look at this. Jay-Z bought stock in the Brooklyn Nets, became an owner of Brooklyn Nets. Sports franchise, professional sports franchise, players on there from various demographics, cultures, ethnicities, and everything like that. I think it's safe to say that Jay-Z is set. But Theo, where are you going with this? I asked the question earlier. I said, whose responsibility is it for the HBCUs to be on the same playing field as the other schools? It's us. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, it's us. It's us. I went to Florida State. My oldest daughter went to FAMU. My youngest daughter went to North Carolina A&T. My youngest biological went to North Carolina A&T and everything like that. But I'm black, right? What school should I want to see succeed? The historically black college. See, this is when I start look at us as a people, taking ownership of us as a people. Well, who's benefiting when we go into Alabama? I like Georgia and everything like that, but that's not Albany State. That's not FAMU. What we doing with them national championships? That's not helping us. It ain't like Georgia is giving back to the HBCUs in Georgia. And what are black alumni from Georgia doing? Because Georgia not only has the alumni helping them out, but because it's a public school, it's not a private school, they get funds from the federal government. How many black celebrities do we have in the continental United States of America? How many black millionaires we got? How many kids at these HBCUs spend their money on music performed by a black entertainer, clothes worn by a black entertainer, go see movies with a black entertainer in them? Just think about that for a second. Or pay to go see games where black athletes are at. Students at the HBCU school who have to pay a lot of money to get black acts to come to their school. So I ask the question again, whose responsibility is it to take care of the HBCUs? Alumni association should be helping HBCUs significantly, then parents, churches, us, etc. Absolutely. I just got questions because if we can't keep saying we second class or we not being treated equally and we not doing anything about it. We aren't programmed to invest in us. We aren't. Some of those deans be tricking the funds. Yes, they do. And that goes beyond aid. That goes without question, D. Steezel. I'm not even finna act like that. They are tricking the funds. They are. And that's a damn shame. Bill Cosby used to donate, but true, he was donating. So let's look at this. If we say we want to be seen as equals, right? You can't keep crying about not being seen as an equal and you're not doing anything about it. Just like you can't keep crying about, well, they keep calling me the N-word. You don't want to keep putting it out there for them to use. As a matter of fact, you told them how to use it. You didn't give them the instruction booklet on how to use. So we talking about being successful as black people. Who responsibility that is? Whose responsibility is it for us to be uplifted? Are we really expecting those who we keep saying on a daily basis do not care for us to uplift us? If we do, that's the epitome of stupidity. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So I just wanted to ask that question. I understand what Ed Reed was saying. I do. I understood what Reggie Theus was saying as well. I do not believe that Ed Reed should have came to Bethune-Cookman and his office was not clean. I know we got to clean up offices when you just got a visitor coming through. Make sure you clean off your desk. We got to walk through tomorrow. Walk through. You want to walk through? So I get it. And I get him being upset about the football team having to clean the field. That's fair. You want them to practice, then clean up the field, or you want them to clean up the field, then practice? Because I know how this is going to go. Because I used to be a kid. That ain't what we're here for. But those are all problems that have easy solutions. As Kamoyo Kid, as you said, we aren't programmed to invest in us. If we can say we aren't programmed, as I told my friend Jonte, if you can admit it to yourself, then it's easy. It's just you just hit that switch. But as we've seen in regard to the movie Black Panther 2, like I'm gonna bring this back home, as we've seen in Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, the black community is fractured. It is. And black power is not the unifying cry that we thought it was. It's very much convenient. But why? I can't imagine how many people are going to be pro-black in a few days. I'm going to be laughing. I might need to put a shirt together and say, now you pro-black. Now you pro-black. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me and everything like that. It was not going to be a long live tonight. I just wanted to get this out here. Make sure y'all click that like button, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all like the videos that I'm doing in regards to repping the red. We're going to be talking college football. We're going to be talking SEC. We're going to be talking top 25. We're going to be talking specifically Georgia. In regards to conversations, videos, topics that you would like for me to discuss and everything like that, whether it be on what a week it was Wednesday, or whether it be in regards to college football and everything like that, y'all let me know. I definitely like to do my research and talk about it. I'll definitely be making sure once we get done with this video and it finishes uploading that I put all the links to the topics that we discussed today in the comment section, so you'll be able to go out there and do your own research. In regards to Recast T'Challa, we here. We're not going nowhere. Education is key. Yes, they are following us on Twitter. They hear what we got going on. Snoop had his own youth football league for years. He has. As long as they got some power, feels like too many of them are comfortable with the status quo, which means we got to shake it up. We got to shake it up. Only when it's convenient or opportunistic. You ain't lying, Gray. Nah, we need another 3-hour live stream, fam. LOL. Hey, listen, man, listen. I still don't know how we did that 3-hour live stream, but we're gonna make it do what it do. I think we got some things in the works and everything like that. Byron 10, get up with me and everything like that. I'm very much interested. I want to do I did talk to y'all about, before I go, I want to do this video comic book where I was actually using the action figures and everything like that. I still want to do that. I just sent a script to a degree to Byron so that we can work on some stuff and everything like that. I just want to upload his videos and just see what y'all feel. It's about Earth 421. My Earth, my stories. So we're going to make it do with that. I ain't saying I'm saying that's my time. Click, like, share, subscribe. Peace.